All right, and thank you very much to our panelists led by the very able Christy Schwartz of DLA Piper. Now, Hong Kong, after careful consideration, decided that it was going to become a friendly environment for digital asset-related companies, and things are starting to take off. To tell us more about that, we are going to welcome to the stage King Leung, who is the head of FinTech and Financial Services at Invest Hong Kong. And he is going to be introducing to you not one, not two, three, but 4 companies that are building the Web3 ecosystem using digital asset platforms. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a quick video, and then all hail to the king.
Hello. Are you having fun so far? I hope you do. If not, there are tons of parties over the next few days. But first of all, I cannot be more happy about this past year with all this latest progress we have made in the Web3 and digital asset space. Again, time flies. 1 year has gone by. And there's just so many exciting projects that have turned concepts into reality. So with this, I just want to introduce the Acting Director General of Investment Promotion Invest Hong Kong, Dr. Chiang, to basically give you a quick synopsis about 4 amazing projects that essentially turning these traditional ideas now to make them cool and also to basically bring Hong Kong to the next level in financial services. Without further ado, Dr. Chiang. Thank you.
Thank you, King. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. A big and warm welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining us today at 2023 Hong Kong Fintech Week, our flagship fintech conference to witness Hong Kong's fast-growing fintech ecosystem. Since our government's announcement of the virtual assets policy statement in the Fintech Week last year, numerous favorable initiatives from policy and regulation to private companies' projects have been launched almost like non-stop. And we have seen enormous positive momentum in our digital assets and Web3 ecosystem in Hong Kong, attracting international attention of media and industry leaders from around the world. Meanwhile, many industry pioneers have been working tirelessly over the last year to grab this like once-in-a-generation opportunity, while also answering the call from the supportive policy of the Hong Kong government. In this session, we are proud to present several real-life cases to demonstrate how digital assets and Web3 can add value to our economy, improve the lives of Hong Kong residents, and also bring big impact to the whole world. The 4 companies that we are showcasing today are ARTA TechFin, Hashkey Group, OSL, and VSFG. Their transformative projects are bridging blockchain technology, digital assets, and Web3 with the real economy. And let me give you a brief introduction of each of them just to set the scene. The first company, ARTA TechFin, received the Best Technology Award of the Global Fast Track 2022 Central Bank Digital Currency Track Pitching Competition from HKMA. It was also selected by HKMA as one of the 16 companies that participated in its e-Hong Kong dollar pilot program in 2023. Recently, ARTA TechFin has formed a partnership with Chainlink, the market-leading blockchain oracle solution, to issue tokenized funds with proof of reserve, cross-chain interoperability, and atomic settlement via programmable money. The second company, Hashkey Group is one of Hong Kong's first SFC-licensed virtual assets trading platforms. It also has a digital assets custody and a venture investment business. Hashkey Group has worked closely with the Arkreen network to provide a range of services, including business model consulting, industrial development research reports, and economic model design. Hashkey Group and Arkreen launched the Web3 Deepin Hong Kong initiative globally at the 2023 Hong Kong Web3 Carnival in April, aiming to work with Deepin ecological projects, builders, investment research institutions, and equipment manufacturers to jointly promote the development of the Deepin ecosystem in Hong Kong and build Hong Kong into a hub for the global Deepin ecosystem. The third company, OSL, backed by Asia's leading public fintech and digital asset company, BC Technology Group, OSL is a SFC-licensed virtual asset trading platform in Hong Kong. The company is pleased to announce that a proposal has been submitted to SFC to explore tokenization of retail fund products with a view to complying with the regulatory guidance provided by SFC. Last but not least, VSFG is Hong Kong's first SFC-approved Type 9 licensed virtual asset manager to manage portfolios that may invest up to 100% of crypto assets. It is also the investment manager of the first regulated cryptocurrency fund in Hong Kong since June 2020. And in partnership with RMST and Artifact Labs, VSFG has launched a creative project that fully unlocks the intrinsic value of the associated intellectual property through the tokenization of the assets. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's invite these companies to showcase their exciting projects for us. Thank you.
Hello. First of all, I had the privilege to travel to Barcelona in early October to attend a conference called SmartCon, in which I had the privilege to talk to the founder of Chainlink Labs at length. Essentially, they've been working very hard to solve a very difficult industry challenge, that is the cross-chain interoperability. Now, fast forward now, a month later, I'm just so proud to see a Hong Kong company leveraging the cutting-edge technology to solve a very important industry problem. So with that, I have the privilege to introduce two very important leaders to us to share the great story of this project to all of you. First of all, we have Mr. Eddie Lau, co-CEO of ARTA TechFin. At the same time, we have another great leader, Mr. Niki Ariyasinghe, head of business development of Chainlink Labs. So these two gentlemen, a big hand for them, because they're doing something very important that is going to change this entire industry order. Okay, so without further ado, take it away. Thank you.
Hello. I'm Eddie Lau from ARTA.
Niki Ariyasinghe, Chainlink Labs.
We'll keep the presentation very brief, but ARTA TechFin collaborate with Chainlink Lab to develop regulated interoperable fund tokens on major prominent chain. The tokens will deliver fiat-based, so like US dollar, investment returns to other customers. Well, the key feature are quite cool, I think. They we basically enable secure transfer of tokens across public and private blockchain, which is very important for Web3 customers. We also enable instant and accurate NAV update. We started probably with hourly, and hopefully we can move the speed higher to seconds or minutes. Proof of reserve, which means that your token are backed and secured by designated asset under custody. And last but not least, again, it is a fiat-based investment product, meaning you actually get to enjoy, as a Web3 customers, the TRI-FI return, which is quite high these days, double digits sometimes and single high digits. So I think what's important is actually what the technology behind. Niki, can you talk through it?
Thank you. Chainlink is the industry standard for essential infrastructure and services in Web3. We are proud to partner with ARTA TechFin to bring the benefits of two of our key offerings to the users of ARTA's platform, both in Hong Kong and across the globe. Firstly, Chainlink is embedding its cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP, into ARTA's platform. CCIP enables highly secure, highly reliable transfers of tokens and messages across public and private blockchains. This includes delivery versus payment scenarios, where on one leg you have a tokenized asset being exchanged in return for some form of tokenized cash. Could be a stable coin, CBDC, or a tokenized deposit of some variation. Now, CCIP is currently supported on over 7 blockchains, with that number growing over time. Fundamentally, the value that this brings is liquidity. ARTA can offer its platform to the largest possible range of users across a wide range of different blockchains. And in turn, the largest possible range of users across a wide range of blockchains will be able to access the innovative platform that ARTA has built. Importantly, ARTA is one of the leading fintechs globally, which is embedding CCIP early in its growth trajectory. And we believe that this will truly maximize its impact in the long term. Secondly, Chainlink is embedding proof of reserve into ARTA's platform. Chainlink proof of reserve is a standard for verifying on-chain and off-chain assets. It can verify that on-chain fund tokens, for example, are backed and secured by designated assets under traditional and crypto custodians, proving that sufficient assets are fully backing that token and doing so in an automated way. Fundamentally, the value that this brings is transparency, so that users and other key market stakeholders have enhanced assurances regarding what is backing ARTA's fund token. By embedding Chainlink CCIP and proof of reserve into ARTA's platform, we aim to enhance liquidity and transparency and help drive the ongoing success of the platform.
Thank you. So I guess you probably want to support your tokens and your community, isn't it? I mean, it's just like football. You know, if you're Man City, you don't want to support Man United. So what we allow you to do is, if you're on one chain and you can stay on your chain, we're going to give you the token on your chain, so that you can support your community growth. And guess what? You know, if we all can bring in the TradFi return and grow the AUM, grow the market cap, grow the number of users, we hope that we can bring values to your community. So that's one of the primary goals for us. And last but not least, and you know, all these offers have to be regulated. That means all these offers have to be, actually I should say, subject to regulatory approval, the relevant one, of course. So what it means is that we are here to bring protections, which is the key purpose of regulations. Protection in terms of disclosure, protection in terms of products, protection in terms of safety. We bring this protection to you and your community through technologies. So I think that's why we're working together.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all.
Great. Now, perhaps you may not have felt the enormity of what this technology breakthrough will do, but just follow them closely. This is, again, industry changing. Now, the second project I'd like to introduce in terms of the leaders behind them, I just want to give you a bit of background. So naturally, the next company is Hashkey. That many of you in the digital assets world would know them very well. And at the same time, because of the industry leading position, they like to think big. How big? Now, think about climate change. And think about how we can use blockchain digital assets to change the world. And this is exactly what Hashkey and Arkreen are trying to accomplish. So with that, I have the privilege to introduce Ms. Anna Liu, the General Manager of Tokenization of Hashkey Group, and also Mr. Leung, founder of Arkreen Network. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello. Hi, thank you, UMass Hong Kong, and thank you, Keen. We're honored to be here and to be part of this session. So my name is Anna Liu, and I'm the General Manager of Hashkey Tokenization. Hashkey Tokenization is the tokenization arm of Hashkey Group, which is a regulated end-to-end digital asset service provider in Hong Kong. So in Hashkey Tokenization, we advise on and execute various tokenization projects. I think we provide services to a wide range of clients in different domains, such as STO, AI, gaming, social fi. Among all these, DePIN, which refers to decentralized physical infrastructure network, is the key directions we would like to bring in Hong Kong. So today, I bring the project Arkreen, so I will give the CEO Leo time to explore more about the project.
Thanks, Anna. Hello, everyone. My name is Leung, the founder of the Arkreen. So really appreciate the Invest Hong Kong give this great opportunity for us to share what the Arkreen is doing as a DePIN project. So Arkreen is a Web3 enabled remote energy data infrastructure network, and to connect and use the energy data for the carbon neutrality application. So as a DePIN project, the Arkreen is forming the supply side and the demand side closed loop. And in the supply side, the Arkreen is using the community from the bottom up to aggregate the energy data. For example, the community builder can use the install the IoT solution to measure, report, and validate the green energy generation data from the rooftop solar panel, which will become the proof for issue the green certificate, and also the reward back to the community builder for accelerating the supply side bootstrap. And Arkreen target to connect the millions of renewable energy resources globally in the coming 2 to 3 years. In the demand side, Arkreen is implementing the on-chain, the green certificate tokenization and on-chain offsite based on the trusted energy data aggregated by the Arkreen network, which will bring the higher transparency, higher liquidity, and also lower the entry barrier for the voluntary carbon market, especially for those community climate actors who want to use the tokenized green certificate to do the carbon emission offsite. So Arkreen would like to promote this database and on-chain tokenization, on-chain offsite as the carbon neutrality standard for the Web3 community, and also want to create this inclusive climate action network for the community. So we believe the Arkreen and also those DePIN methodology will use the digital solution and also the Web3 technology to build a trusted digital asset network from the real world. And we also believe that will generate a lot of value back to the real world. So that's my sharing about the Arkreen. Yeah, back to Anna.
Thank you, Leo. We understand the Hong Kong government and regulators, they aim to support the urban upgrade and economic transition in Hong Kong. We believe tokenization can serve as both the router and the connector. So Hashkey Group's stance is not only to provide compliant and efficient virtual asset trading platforms to the investor, but also to act as the bridge connecting real economy, supporting, I think, the innovative technology, and also contributing to the construction of financial markets. So actually, I think the project like Arkreen is just a starting point. So going forward, we will delve deeper into Web3 projects that has the potential to empower the local real economy and try best to produce as much as real life projects as possible. So hopefully that we can share more in the next, maybe next year.
Yep.
Okay, that's all about today. Thank you very much, everyone.
Well, two more to go, okay? Now, again, when we look at the past year, we're just so excited that we have really made a lot of moves that's caught the attention internationally, including the media. Now, one of them is the opening up of digital assets to the retail investors. Now, naturally, we want to protect the so-called little guys, right, the retail investors, with the right kind of guardrails. But at the same time, we want to tell the world that we are serious about digital assets, and we will find a way to strike a balance between pushing innovation at the same time allowing retail access in a much more, I would say, well-controlled manner. So with that, I'm just very pleased to introduce to you the next speaker from OSL, Mr. Gary Tew, Executive Director of BC Technology Group, to introduce how they are going to solve this issue by allowing retail investors to get access to digital assets in a safe way. So, Gary, the stage is yours.
So, about 3 years ago, when OSL was considering what would be an appropriate name for what would become Hong Kong's first licensed virtual asset trading platform, we had a very similar experience to what parents experience when you have your firstborn child, to come up with a good name. And what we ended up with was OSL Digital Securities Limited. And the very important reason is, back then we already believed that the digital asset sector in Hong Kong is not just cryptocurrencies. It is actually digital finance in a very big sense, across wealth management, fundraising, asset management, financial products. And it is our pleasure to share with the market this week, Hong Kong's most important week for the fintech sector, that we have initiated an exploratory discussion with the SFC for tokenized retail products, in particular, a tokenized fund products for Hong Kong investors. We are really fortunate that we are working with one of the best names in the market. Harvest Global Investments will be the manager of the fund, and we are very fortunate that we are working on this project with the support of the Hong Kong government and the SFC for tokenization of financial assets in Hong Kong, including retail fund products. And we are also quite committed to continue to work with the SFC to bring this product to the market as soon as possible. So what's the significance of this product for Hong Kong investors? We've learned from the blockchain and what investors react positively to in terms of the attributes and the advantages of blockchain. So for example, we want this product to be always available, anytime. This is one of the aspects of a global technology infrastructure that investors clearly like. We also want the product to be highly liquid. So the product has to have transparent pricing. There should be no guessing about what the product risk-return profile is or the pricing of the product. So we've learned from the blockchain to make sure that the product actually carries these positive features. But I think we've also learned from what we have seen in the digital asset sector in the last few years, so that we also improve on those aspects. And this brings me to the third attribute of the product. We want it to be transparent. We want there to be absolutely no doubt in the investor's mind what the risk-return profile is. And also, lastly, unlike a lot of what we saw in the ICO boom, we want the product to have a very, very obvious, clear use case, valuable commercial use case for all the operators and also for the investors who are going to hold the product. So if we actually look at the broader picture, what do all these things mean? In Hong Kong, we now have a very good infrastructure for virtual assets. Virtual asset platform operators are regulated. We protect the same, we give the same protection to the investors as what they would expect in traditional finance. We're also, in terms of the supply of the services, we have the basic infrastructure. We also have the infrastructure for the distribution of financial products through the joint circular framework by the Hong Kong MA and the SFC, so that the rest of the financial ecosystem is connected. And in terms of the demand side, we know there is demand. We know there is demand for everything from retail to the professional investor level. So all the basic attributes of the infrastructure now exist. What we're doing with this product is we're adding one more leg to that infrastructure, product issuers. This is what will make the ecosystem far richer. So just to give you a bit of a teaser, a bit of a taste for what you might be expecting to see in the coming few weeks or maybe even few months, or maybe shorter, maybe quicker. But obviously this is one of the magic of the digital asset sector. I think you should be expecting to see in the next not too distant future, you should be expecting to see tokenized structured products. You should be expecting to see investment grade global giants being issuers of tokenized instruments. And I think you should also be expecting to see that investors will start to have a lot more choice on what products, what credit quality, what risk investment profile they can actually pick from when they invest through the digital asset medium. Because what we believe is investors should have the same protection, same choice, and the same freedom to choose what return and risk profiles they want, whether they're investing on-chain or off-chain. And just to finish off, from our perspective, this is a very deep-seated belief that we have been working on for a few years. But we're just getting warmed up because we truly believe the digital asset market scene in Hong Kong, including digital financial products, will get way, way, way hotter than what we see right now. Thank you very much.
So when I'm going to announce the last group, I just want to say that I've been traveling the world across 12 different cities in the past 9 months. And one common question on the minds of a lot of people interested about digital assets is about what is the real-world assets that can be tokenized. Now, naturally, people talk about bonds, people talk about money market funds. Those are financial products. Some people talk about NFTs. Now, the question is, what about intellectual property? Now, and this is exactly what the next group will share with you. Now, after all, Hong Kong has long had the ambition to be an IP trading hub. And by the way, for those of you who have been in Hong Kong for some time over the past year, you might have seen this major campaign called the Giant Ducks. You guys remember? These are gigantic ducks floating around a harbor. So this group of cool people behind VSFG are part of the team that brought that gigantic ducks to Hong Kong. So that tells you how creative these guys are. Now, so with that, I have the privilege to introduce the last group with two gentlemen, Mr. Brian Chen, Group Head of Investments and Products of VSFG, and also Mr. Hemi Chan, Co-founder and Head of Growth and Innovation of Artifacts Labs. So Brian, Hemi.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having us today here. My name is Brian from VSFG. We are a first SFG-approved virtual asset manager in Hong Kong back in 2020. And in the last 12 months, because of the super supportive government policy in Hong Kong and also a lot of amazing industry activity within the Web3 and also the crypto industry, we have been involved in a lot of interesting discussion, including like stablecoin, ETF, and we also set up two associations to help promote the Web3 development in Hong Kong. But today, the interesting project that I would like to bring to all of you is a very, very traditional plus a little bit like a Web3 project, which is initiated by one of our partners, which today is not here, which is called RMS Titanic. RMS Titanic is the only legal entity that which own more than 5,000 artifacts, which is from the Titanic ship. And then today, our project is VSFG is helping RMS Titanic to tokenize to their IP economic interests. And we're helping them to design and structure the framework that which could fit into the regulated framework. And besides that, we hope that this project can actually get more and more investors to really get access to this type of interesting, I would say, financial investment. Besides that, besides the tokenization part, actually, Artifact Lab here actually help us and also the MST, also to do a lot of quite interesting work on the licensing management. I will pass it to Henry to talk more about this. Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. It's a pleasure to be here today. Artifact Labs focuses on preserving historical and cultural assets on the blockchain, allowing them to be managed digitally. We primarily focus on serving museums, serving galleries, serving creators, as well as IP creators. And we're very, very privileged to be partnering with RMST for this collaboration. Through the partnership, we have 3 key focuses that will elevate the value of Titanic's IP, as well as solving existing business problems within the organization of RMST Inc. Number 1, we are in the process of preserving more than 5,500 physical artifacts that were recovered from the bottom of the ocean directly from the Titanic wreck site. We will be preserving them digitally, immutably, and forever on the blockchain together with RMST. Number 2, with our digital rights management platform called the ARTA Vault, we will be managing tens of thousands of Titanic's related content, assets, video, and research to ensure all of these valuable content is easily accessible to RMST's partners, customers, and users. The most important thing is, with our platform, all of these transactions, every single one of them, will be recorded and managed directly through smart contracts. Everything will be moving from trust-based environment into a proof-based environment because of the blockchain. And number 3, we are working very excited with RMST to create interactive digital experiences curated by digital collectibles. We're very excited to take forward the fascinating journey of Titanic and its assets to the eyes of all of you. We're very, very proud to be building this in Hong Kong and very glad to be a part of this collaboration.
Yeah. Once again, I guess, throughout this project, we hope that down the road, it can add as a milestone project for Hong Kong and then try to bring more international IP to Hong Kong to carry out their tokenization project and also Web3 projects, and then to help re-establish Hong Kong as a next-generating financial fundraising hub and also a Web3 hub. Thank you so much.
Well, I know it's short. I hope that you are excited as I am. Essentially, all these projects, we are really witnessing history. So with that, I just want to invite all the other guests on the stage to have a group photo. So Dr. Chiang, great. So we just hope that we can capture these very special moments at the first year anniversary of the policy announcement. All right, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy your sharing, and you have a great day and the rest of the session. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Exciting to get some of those up-and-coming companies up on stage. And of course, up-and-coming companies like that, we know that venture capital